5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. This is Stack Sonos. Yeah. NAE. Who's it going to be? Me or you or me? All right. Good luck, you noobs. You better watch your back and where you're walking. Are you or your homies might be lying and talk? I really hate the trip, but I gotta look as I see my pressure down in the piece of smoke. Fool. What, you want some? Come get it. Who are you? Get away from my stuff. Who are you? Oh, you got dash. That's not fair, dude. I don't have a rune at all. That's Gatling for sure, dude. That's for sure, Gatling. Get off me, bro. Oh, great. Oh, he's got the double dash. Dang it. I should have never fought that with no rune, bro. All right, we see Smug AF taking me out of the game. I thought that was Gatling, and gets fireball after fireball thrown at him as he tries to get some potions off. Looks like he is going to find some places to heal up, actually. Very surprised he's able to reset from this fight, and he has that double dash, the double legendary dash, too. A very, very, very strong thing to have early on in this fight. Looks like he's got some Tempest wind shears coming out. Actually, not Tempest, I'm sorry. Just some wind shears coming out to try to get some information on how much health and armor his opponent has. But it looks like he was unable to make that work. Got a little bit too close and got some fireballs into his face for his troubles. Goes very, very low here, 70 HP. It looks like recovery is going to do a little bit of work, but not much. No armor on hand, and it looks like this player is coming in to finish off the fight. Finally, a fireball lands onto his opponent's body, and now we notice that his opponent's not that much. He's not that healthy, and fireball after fireball, even the beautiful fadeaway into the air fireball is really, really going to even the odds very, very quickly on this Featherfall gamer, as Smug AF now feels confident in pushing in and trying to go ahead and finish this player off. We see a nice lead fireball that kind of push Flame God into the other way, and once you got a player going back and forth like that with your fire, you really have them where you wanted. Smug AF with some gorgeous play, really taking his time and being patient with that positioning to come out on top and winning that game with that special looking legendary double dash early on, man. Looks so good. Level 2 exiles on the board. I'm so happy to see Level in these lobbies. Was expecting him to come through. Usually shows up in the stack solos and does a well job at you know, playing that pyromancer live. So we'll see what he's going to do. 2 exiles on the board, 23 people remaining. Twitch Squisho with an exile onto CV Saris. No, CV taking out Smug, and Sushi Warrior with a kill onto Ingu as Mobius gets an exile on the Black Pearl, the fastest ship in all the seas.
Supposed to be very fast, nigh uncatchable. The Black Pearl.
20 people remaining in the Hollow as we see Flaming Dwagon being a storm chaser and just living that dangerous life as he just takes damage after damage. Not too much damage, though. It's early on. Dark Red one looking like he's, you know, feeling pretty good. Doesn't have the best loot in the world, but does have a legendary TP for what's that worth. Not running the Runic Fluency. Does have that scavenging, that Thirsty, and that, oh, I'm sorry, he does have Runic Fluency. I'm sorry, I misspoke. He has Runic Fluency, scavenging, and Thirsty. He doesn't have recovery. He has Thirsty. Thirsty, a very, very good choice in my opinion, but if you don't want to loot all the time, Thirsty is going to be one of those talents that really causes you to make sure that you're constantly stacked up with potions and consumables. You got to make sure that you're constantly replenishing those potions, or you're just going to go through them so fast and you're just not going to have anything for the end game. We see Ploppa Kuzi in the kill feed as he takes out Soup Nightmare, and Burna taking out Burna, and oh man, I'm happy to see Kuzi an OG, a vet of the game, and definitely a great player. I think competes in the scrims and the tournaments a lot for Element. Not Blank with an exile on a Tragedy Killer, and 17 people remain as Aura is in an action-packed battle here in the center of Halcyon. with these toxic slaps coming out, or trying to land this frost lance, tries to connect, is unable to do so. His opponent kind of keeping himself in a good position, not really wanting to push up, not really wanting to get up on the high ground, but using that terrain and these structures here to kind of keep himself out of the line of sight. We see Gatling with an exile on the level, and Flaming Dragon now with an exile on a Sushi Warrior, and we're going to hop around and see if we can find some more action for you guys. The Foster Child with 0 exiles on his kill feed, but it looks like he does find himself face-to-face with another Battle Mage in the HoloLens. Does see a Troll go under the bridge, does not want to go in there and pay that toll just yet. Wants to drink up, get that blue Kool-Aid deep in his throat and in his veins and you know, in his body, as Foster Child is able to reset here. Looks like he's trying to keep an eye on this opponent while he resets and gets to a better position here. I don't think he should have come off the wall. Definitely want to stay on top of the high ground if you can here, and in really not being able to spot this opponent. He's not in a good position at all. Does hear the Toxic Cloud coming up from behind just at the last second, was able to use that in-game sound cue to hear that movement of the gamer come out right before he gets hit, and it looks like he was able to dodge that, but he does get hit a little bit by what? I think a Frost Lance? I'm not sure. Loses a little bit of armor there, sees the Toxic Cloud coming out, know that this gamer is a Toxicologist, goes into the Vanishing Mist, goes ahead and instantly ignites that so it cannot be used a second time, and now looks like he has found himself the gamer that he's been searching for. Stays very, very well over above head and keeps the high ground to be able to hit a very easy, nice Toxic Slap into the face of his opponent, but does not want to go in too deep as he sees this third party coming in and seeing that maybe this is not the time to fight here. First Squishtail, 3 exiles on the board, rocking some beautiful, beautiful loot and some pink hair. You can't go wrong. Pyromancer lifestyle looking real, real nice. Has the Runic Fluency, the Fervor, and Recovery. Probably the most played build for the Pyromancer class in the tournament and in competitive play. Definitely see that Fervor getting a lot of play. Recovery, also Runic Fluency coming out a lot in Pyromancer builds, so maybe it's the way to play. Definitely encourage you guys to try out different builds and see what works for you, as we spot our Tempest gamer Mobius coming through with 2 exiles on the board. And I gotta say, I've been so impressed with Mobius coming through in these lobbies. He's been playing stack solos with us for like 2 or 3 weeks now, really just every night coming through and improving. He comes into the chat, he asks questions, he asks what could I have done better. He only wants to get better, and I can tell you right now, he has done nothing but improve. So impressed with Mobius's ability to just get better every night. Very, very big shout out to this guy. As we see fireballs coming out, he's staying on the high ground, using that Tempest to go up and down a little bit to try to keep himself as mobile and as evasive as he possibly wants. Does put himself in a little bit of a bad position here as we see this player coming in from behind, and I think he kind of knew that he was there. Very surprised to see that. I think Mobius, one of Mobius's strong suits from the get-go was his positioning. He's going to be able to use this this flight to get back up on top of this mountain, but it looks like he's getting chased and pushed in quite fast here from this Toxicologist gamer, or maybe a Pyromancer. And beautiful flash freeze comes out into an insane DF NATO that consumes almost the entire armor and health of his opponent. A long range frost shot comes out from Mobius as he falls down. It looks like he tries to aim another one and wants to connect, knowing they can take this gamer out of the lobby, but he just takes too long. He heard Blank right next to him, but he did not get out of the dodge. He saw the kill in his eyes, and he just tunnel vision on it for a little bit too long. Much as with a kill onto Kuzi, Plapa Kuzi going out of the game, and now Blank with an exile onto Mobius as he pushes in to try to clean up this player with his Frost Lance. Blank looking real nice. 2 exiles on the board, and we see a gigantic appearance from our Toxicologist gamers, guys. I'm saying like 75 or 80% of the players here in these stack solos are running Tox class right here. I don't know if that's the Shadow Step, finally people realizing how strong this class can be and how much it gets activated when you have Runic Fluency and Shadow Step, but I've really been seeing Toxicologists really grow in popularity in our stack solos in the past week or so. We see Primo Tastic with an exile onto Flaming Dragon, and so Squisho now taking out the Foster Child as Not Blank tries to push in and secure this kill on this player. Frostland comes out again. If he could have landed the Frost Lance in either of those last 2 times, he would have finished this fight, but he could not do it. Frost Lance after Frost Lance coming out, but none can connect as Blank finally uses that Vanishing Mist into a Shadow Step, into another Shadow Step, and now a Frost Lance does land, but by this time his opponent has recovered so much that he's actually going to have to reset this fight completely. An S-shaped dash coming out from his opponent, and I'm sorry, Blank, we have to move off. We've just seen this fight for too much. Much is finding an impressive place and I cannot believe this. I'm very, very impressed with Much on being able to reset, get out of the spotlight there in that fight, and use that dash and that vanishing mist to completely recover and get out of what looked like a very, very hairy situation. 5 people's remaining in the HoloLens. Now, as Much as thought he was out of the situation, and I thought he was too, but Fireball comes from overhead. We see a Frost Lance to the back as well. Much is trying to stop for just a second and get that armor shard off. Probably was not the right move as we see this player push on in, hits a Fireball combust to the side of Much's as he loses a little bit more armor. Now a very, very nice use of that Toxicologist sorcery. We see the Toxic Cloud coming out. He's able to use it off the wall to give himself multiple clouds to extend that Vanishing Mist and give him a little bit more area to use to get away and reset. And we see Much's once again, Much's is able to reset this fight and get some heals off when I just can't believe that he was able to. It looks like he is getting pushed on again. This player with the pink hair is relentless as we see fireballs and DFs come out, but really, honestly, I think Much's has done an incredible job of resetting this fight and potentially really evening the odds. Keeps himself on top of the tower. Very, very good positioning as he's using that lightning gauntlet kind of tick away and get some information on his opponent. The third-party dash outfit does come in and puts a little bit of pressure on Much's, but Much is just doing a really insane job of just keeping himself on the outside perimeter of these fights. I mean, he might be in it with a small cage with 4 people, but he's really just watching the fight and picking his engagements. Very, very, very impressed with Much's right now. Blank with an exile on to carry Caitlyn as a Frost Lance is able to connect, and we see Much's finding a little bit of a place to heal up. Sees this player coming in, uses the Vanishing Mist to try to take advantage of the unaware assassin skin, but it looks like he is the one that gets taken advantage of as he kind of trades places with the assassin as the assassin pushes in and he gets slapped in the back pretty hard for it. Finds himself in the best position ever on top of that tower, definitely where you want to be. Anybody that's going to push up there on him is really going to have to spend some mana or some rune charges just like that to make his way up there. But it looks like, unfortunately, he's very, very low health and low armor. Does use that dash again to get out of the fight and uses that Vanishing Mist to stay out of the action, but it looks like he's extremely low. I can't believe that Much has survived that long. Congratulations, dude. You might not have won the round, but you won my heart. That was insane plays coming out from Much's, but it looks like Sir Squisho was able to come in and get that cleanup fight there on Mucho while he find himself in the middle of 3 other players. Sir Squisho with 4 exiles on the board playing that Pyromancer lifestyle. I'm not sure if this is the class that you want in the small confined circles, but it looks like Sir Squisho did find a place to heal up, but he did not pay attention to the dash skin that was pushing on up and throwing down an insane shockwave. We know those shockwaves will travel up and down and all around, and it looks like Sir Squisho just got a little bit of a lesson. Oh no, he gets pushed out. He gets pushed out by a boulder. He gets 2 storm ticks and his health can just not survive. Sir Squisho goes out to the storm. Blank plays it slow. Blank plays it smart, and Blank gets the dub with an exile on the Primo-tastic. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, Dak Solos. We got a really small cage and some really big monsters. Oh my God, GG.